Sometimes, the most beautiful love stories begin with an unexpected encounter on an ordinary day. This is the story of Rose, a small stray cat who would change one woman's life forever, along with her 6 tiny miracles. It was Valentine's Day when fate intervened. Carolyn was simply walking up to her apartment when she spotted something that would tug at her heart, a small cat with 6 newborn babies. She wasn't seeing this cat for the first time, but she always thought that she belonged to a neighbor. When she noticed she was pregnant, she started leaving wet food for her because she saw they were feeding her with dry food only. This time, the temperature was soaring around 90 degrees, and Rose looked thin and desperately in need of help. She had chosen to stay by a neighbor's doorstep, refusing to leave. So Carolyn knocked on his door, ready to offer help. When she learned Rose was actually a stray that he had been feeding, she didn't hesitate. Within minutes, Rose and her 6 babies were safely nestled in a laundry basket, beginning their journey to a new life. The transition wasn't immediate. Rose was understandably nervous and wouldn't let anyone touch her at first. She spent her first night on the back porch, still unsure of her new surroundings. But the next day, when she and her babies were brought inside, something beautiful happened. Rose began to look around, taking in her safe new environment, and slowly started to show affection. Carolyn kept reassuring her that she was safe, and you could see the gratitude in Rose's eyes. What became immediately clear was that Rose was an extraordinary mom. Despite being just a young kitty, only around 2 years old, she displayed remarkable patience and love for her kittens. Never once did she hiss at them or show any signs of frustration, even as they grew and became more demanding. As the days passed, the kittens' personalities began to emerge. They were growing rapidly, and by day 4, you could already hear their tiny purrs. Their colors were becoming more distinct, and their strength was building daily. By day 6, their eyes began to open, revealing the world around them for the first time. The litter was beautifully diverse. There were 2 orange boys who would be named Flynn and Leo. 2 gray tabbies like their mother, Delilah, a girl, and Forrest, a boy. And 2 white kittens, whose coloring would darken over time, revealing their partial Siamese heritage, Luna, a girl, and Koda, a boy. Interestingly, the vet later discovered that Luna had fewer teeth than Delilah, suggesting she might be younger and possibly have a different father. That sounds so weird, but if the vet says it's possible, then it is possible. Rose earned a special nickname during this time, Rose Button Nose, a testament to her adorable features and sweet nature. As the kittens grew, their individual personalities became more pronounced. The girls proved to be surprisingly affectionate, meowing excitedly whenever they saw their human. The boys, on the other hand, were becoming wild and energetic, like saying, "Soon we're gonna keep everyone on their toes." Now, we all know that life with 1 cat can be wonderfully chaotic, but life with 7 cats is pure magical pandemonium. By 2 weeks old, all the kittens had opened their eyes and would turn their tiny ears toward the sound of their human's voice. The family had upgraded from a crate to a playpen, giving the kittens more space to explore and play. They would playfully bite each other, climb all over their patient mother, and create the most adorable cuddle piles imaginable. And soon, they were all around the house, making the never-ending show. When the kittens began eating on their own, it was another milestone in their development. Potty training was also going perfectly well, and Carolyn felt blessed with watching these adorable furry friends, learning new things and playfully exploring the world. This isn't your typical rescue story where kittens find various forever homes. Oh no. In a heartwarming twist, Carolyn made the decision that would change everything. She was keeping all 6 kittens and Mama Rose. In May, she had them all spayed and neutered, making their family status official. For Carolyn, who had moved across the country the year before and was struggling with anxiety while having no family or friends nearby, these 7 kitty cats became her salvation. As she puts it, "I feel so happy to get up every day now." She realized that they had saved her, not the other way around. Now, when the kittens are bigger, they safely spread their exploring mission by going outside where they enjoy the sun, bird watching with Mama, and endless playtime. The bond between Rose and her kittens remained strong even as they grew. The kittens eventually stopped nursing, but would still come to their mother for love and comfort, showing their deep affection for her. Rose, true to her nature, continued to be the most patient and loving mother, creating a harmonious family dynamic that was beautiful to witness. What started as a chance encounter on Valentine's Day had transformed into something extraordinary. Rose, who had been microchipped and was now officially documented as belonging to Carolyn, had found her forever home along with all 6 of her babies. The woman who had taken them in discovered a new passion for animal rescue and fostering, feeling like this was the beginning of a beautiful new chapter in her life. She's amazed by how much the kittens grew, joking that soon, you wouldn't even be able to tell Rose was her mom. The story of Rose and her 6 kittens, Delilah, Luna, Koda, Forrest, Flynn, and Leo, is a testament to the transformative power of love and compassion. It shows us that sometimes, when we open our hearts to help others, we end up finding exactly what we need ourselves. In saving Rose and her 6 babies, Carolyn discovered that they were actually saving her, creating a bond that would last a lifetime. Their journey from that faithful Valentine's Day to becoming a family of 7 is proof that the most meaningful changes in our lives often come when we least expect them, wrapped in the form of a small, grateful cat and her 6 precious babies.